Hello and welcome to the Cove with a brand new series. We're here with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So I have been a huge fan of the Mass Effect franchise for quite some time, but unfortunately life gets busy and you don't always get to play the games that you love. So when I saw that this was on sale a little bit ago, I decided to pick it up because after several years, I think it's about time that I play another playthrough. So we're here for that today. So let's go ahead and we're going to start a new game of Mass Effect 1. We'll end up playing through all three of the games, but we might take a slight break between the trilogy. We'll kind of see how things play out. But either way, let's go ahead and start up Mass Effect 1 and see how that all works. As for the Jane Shepard thing, I don't know exactly why the game has decided to put that there. There isn't actually a save, so we will just see how that all plays out. And there it is. The very, very fun and fantastic music that Mass Effect has. Absolutely love this music from the start menu. Brings back so many good memories. Captures things perfectly. But either way, we are not here to linger in the menu. We are here to save the galaxy. So let's go ahead and we're going to start a new career. It's been a little bit of time, but I think we'll be good.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Alright, so we have a profile reconstruction we need to make sure that we get right. For this trilogy, I think we're actually going to be playing it with Jane Shepard. I've played with both John and Jane, and yeah, fantastic on both fronts. The difference is though, I think I've played about, I don't know, probably at least a good dozen playthroughs as John Shepard. Jane, not quite so much, but again, Jennifer Hale is a fantastic voice actress, so I think we're going to go with that. Not to mention, I've never actually ended up playing Mass Effect 3 as Jane, so since we will eventually make our way across there, we may as well start it properly. So, Jane Shepard, here we go. Let's go ahead and see what we can do.
Please log in to access your profile.
Yes, we will go ahead
Profile
and
reconstruction complete.
Sole Survivor. Hang on a second. Can we tweak that at all?
Please log in to access your profile.
Oh, enter a new ID. Here we go. So we're going to go with the female soldier. Actually, you know what? Let's have a bit of a look at the customs. It's been a while since I've made one.
Please log in to access your profile.
Obviously, we will stick with Jane as the proper name.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm
Alright.
Pre-service history.
So, pre-service. The question is, what do we want to play? So, there is the option of being an Earthborn orphan, raised on the streets and then turned to the Alliance. Could also be a colonist from the outer planets, or we could be a spacer. There's a couple of good choices, but I think what we're going to do is, well, parents survive if we go as a spacer. If we go as a colonist, we will be the only survivor. Or do we go ahead and we're an orphan? Well, you know what? I think what we'll do is, let's go ahead and let's be a spacer. I think that seems like a good call.
Confirm psychological profile.
Again, we'd rather keep parents around if we can. You know, gives us something to fight for. And then as for our psychological profile, we have the sole survivor of where something goes terribly wrong and we were the only one that made it out. There's also the war hero, which is also not a bad one, and then ruthless. But you know what? I don't think we're going for a renegade playthrough. So I think what we'll go for is the sole survivor. And I think that's always a pretty good choice.
Military specialization.
Alright, as for our specialization, soldiers are fun. We always do love being able to use all sorts of heavy armors and weaponries. If we're an engineer, we get the option of Omni tools. We can do some security systems, repair, all of that sort of thing. Light armor and pistols. Well, then we also have, what else is there? The Adept for Biotic Specialists, which is kind of cool. Infiltrator. And then, what else is there? Sentinel? Yes, for some more tech-based stuff. And then Vanguard for close quarters. But you know what? I think for now, we want as many options as possible. Let's just run as a soldier. We can always
facial identification.
tweak things in the future. Alright, well either way. Confirm appearance. Yes,
Profile
that seems perfectly fine.
Complete.
So we are a sole survivor from a spacer background. I think that's not too bad. Alright.
Identification confirmed.
Let's go ahead and we'll keep the subtitles on so everybody can see. We'll go ahead and... No, we'll keep the tutorials for now, as I have not really played anything here. It could be somewhat useful to make sure that I don't lose the controls.
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Alright, so there we go. We have met Joker and Caden, two of our friends, and I guess it's time to go ahead and check in on our missions. So first things first, if you're not familiar to Mass Effect, this is kind of the main hub. We've got our leveling up, which I'm very happy to see. They've maintained a lot of the original aspects of the original, which is nice. We'll go ahead and I think for my kind of playstyles, I really enjoy being able to have a lot of opportunities to charm or intimidate. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop that up to maximum. Right now, it's not going to be too difficult, so we will keep what we have in the other points. We've got a nice little ability called Overkill, so we can fire our weapons a bit more, and then there are some future upgrades to that down the line. Same with combat armor, that makes sense with reduction and all that of damage. There's shotguns which we can unlock, pistols, first aid and assault training, all sorts of good things that make our lives a little bit easier. But mind you, this is no insanity run, so it's not like it's going to be the worst it could be. But either way, we have our journal, we have to go ahead and we're on the Normandy and need to speak to the captain. So we've always got that, and then assignments just in case any extra side missions pop up. Alright, so there is a codex if you like that sort of thing, but either way, we're going to leave that be, as we're somewhat familiar with the universe as it is. Alright.
I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust Arturian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, so interesting.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
Alright, let's have a chat with these guys since we can. Let's see. Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, so things are, yeah, he's clearly ready for some action. Let's see if we can talk to Dr. Chokwas as well.
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
Do we need to ask her about anything? What's her opinion on Nihilus, maybe?
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
Well, that's
The captain's waiting for me.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
captain's
Commander.
waiting, so let's go ahead and have a chat with him. Let's see, there we go. Oh, Nihilus. Let's have a chat.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Okay, why the
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Alright, well, there goes the Normandy. Do you love that ship? It's a beautiful design.
Hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Okay, so here we go. We can holster our weapon and bring things out. We've got a pistol right now. What else would we prefer? You know what? Let's go ahead and quickly switch over to an assault rifle. And then, let's see, we've got Jenkins. Yeah, and we'll leave him on his pistol. Because I believe that's what he is most competent with. But either way, let's go ahead and quickly introduce the squad. Who have we got? We have Kaden Akalenko. Yes, so he is a sentinel. We'll go ahead and we should, let's see, what could we upgrade? You know what, he's got 2 points. Let's go ahead and improve a barrier there. That's a nice defensive skill that will help absorb some damage. And then let's also go ahead and, do we invest in a little bit of first aid? You know what, the more skills the better. Recharge time is well and truly yeah, a thing to pay attention to. But either way, that'll use our Medigel, that is good. And then we have Richard L. Jenkins. You know what? Maybe the L stands for Leroy. Who knows? But either way, let's go ahead and he's got 2 points. Can increase melee weapon damage, increase damage reduction, assault rifles and pistols. I think what we'll do is we'll give him some combat defenses and of course a little bit of health regen and maximum health. I don't think that would be a bad plan. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's move on forwards. So I believe...
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Alright, so we've got little gas bag buddies over here, but if we go ahead and have a bit of a run, if memory serves, there's normally... Yep, here we go. Nice little upgrade kit. So we have an armor upgrade for shock absorbers. We'll go ahead and we could either reduce to Omnigel, which is a useful thing, or we could just go ahead and take it, which we will take for now. So that is a new entry into our codex. Let's just see what we did collect. So let's head to our equipment. We have upgrades and things. If we don't like what we have, we can always break it down into Omnigel and use that later. So let us have a look. Where was the mod? I think it was for our armor. Yeah, here we go, shock absorbers. So installing micro gravimetric emitters into our combat suit basically helps us, protection against concussive force delivered by explosions, high impact ammo, or biotic attacks such as lift and throw. So let's go ahead and install that. Make sure that we have a good chance with everything coming our way. Alright, so I believe we can go ahead and run up here. This does feel a little bit weird for me personally, as I mainly played this on Xbox. But we should be alright. Alright, so... Oh, well, I guess all of that protection didn't pay off. Poor Jenkins. That is a shame. Quickly, let's see if we can help him.
I think we're good, Commander.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
That's a pity, but it is what it is. Such is the nature of, well, being in war. Alright, so we can go ahead and heal things up. Defeating enemies, opening containers, all of that. That's always nice. Oh, but it looks like we have a few more Geth recon drones. Okay.
We've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Alright, let's heal up and see where we can go. What have we got? So, we also have... Oh, hang on a second. Left shift to issue orders to our squad. And I believe Z was also there. Q and E for sending squad mates. Okay. And C to call them back. So, technically, I think... Yeah, we can go ahead and tell them to take cover. That's not a bad plan. Oh. Still one more. There we go. Alright. Our shields are holding. I don't know, maybe there was something wrong with Jenkins' shields emitter. Who knows? Alright. Well, let's see what's going on. Alright, so it looks like there's some bigger robots. Let's go ahead and deal with them. No, let's quickly run up. At least her shields seem to have held up a little bit better than Jenkins. Something's definitely fishy there.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Alright.
Move out!
Okay, so a little bit more Paragon is always nice. We've got a new squad member, so let's go ahead and see that we give all of the upgrades necessary. She is a soldier by trade, so let's make sure that she has some assault rifle bonuses there with overkill. And then what else do we want? Extra weapon damage, melee damage. Could go for health and regen. Combat armor for extra protection. You know what? Some more accuracy is probably not a bad plan. Yeah, increases damage by 5%, accuracy by 10. That's not a bad plan with an assault rifle. So we'll go ahead and do that. Everybody else is all ready, so let's just go ahead and dive back on in and see what we can find.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Alright, light armor, we'll take that for now. We could probably equip that, but I think we'll just quickly check in on what's going down here first. Alright, they want us to use cover. Oh, with your weapon drawn. Okay. And we can pop out of cover. Okay, all of the nice basic stuff there. Things you would expect. Let's go ahead and we'll send you here, you there. I'm sure there's going to be, yep, more trouble. Alright, so you know what? Let's go ahead and rush forwards to this better cover. see what kind of damage we can do. Alright, come on. Let's see what we can do. There's still one more over there. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of cover. And you know what? Oh! We should probably melee attack. Oh, and apparently, the robot doesn't do too the Geth don't do too well to melee hits. Alright, so looks like I've missed something up here. Hang on a second, let's just double check. Alright, that's trying to tell us to, yep, there we go. So that's a little tutorial that's popping up. That's fine. We'll ignore that for now. Alright, and here's the dig site.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Alright, so,
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll pick up all of this stuff there. That should be fine. Yeah, I think we'll quickly see what's going on here. And we'll see if there's anything worth noting.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive!
What did the Geth do to them?
Okay, well, at least we got... let's try and keep them at distance. Okay, that can't be good. Let's see. Where is... Yeah, let's go ahead and let's use Caden's throw ability. Let's throw them away. Ashley, you can go ahead and use overkill. And in fact, you know what? We should too. Make sure they stay down and out. And then, there we have it. Alright. A couple more kills. Well, let's go ahead and get the squad upgrades. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more into... what do we want? Maybe some assault rifles for better accuracy? I think that's not a bad plan. And we've got another 3 points. Oh yes, that's right. So one of the things that we're doing is we're using the legendary leveling up system. Basically, it cuts it down to 30 levels instead of 60, which would be in the original game. So that's why we're getting so many points so quickly. And then, I don't know, let's go for a shield boost, or maybe we go for the extra health. You know what, for now, let's go ahead and maybe we go for the combat armor. Yeah, get an extra shield boost there, and then maybe we put in a point into our assault training. That should be good. Caden, let's see, what have you got? Decryption, that's probably not a bad plan. So at the moment, sabotage can decrypt easy skills. 50 damage as well, so that's not bad. Also burns and overheats weapons. And then here we go, increase the tech explosion damage by more, and that'd open up electronics. I think we go ahead and we put a few points into that. And then what have we got here? Overload. Yeah, electronic skill on easy objects. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have access to all of that. And Ashley, let's see about... actually, no, hang on a second. Actually, there you go. 4 more points. Let's put a few more points into the assault rifles, and then let's also go ahead and give you the shield boost. I think that is not a bad plan. Alright, so I think for now we'll go ahead and we'll do a bit more of an episode. Normally I try to keep around 30-40 minutes, but I think this prologue, yeah, we'll end up doing an entire run through here, just so we don't lose the good, all of the atmosphere and whatnot. So, let's go ahead and have a quick investigate as to these habitats. Looks like there is some rifles, some armor, some basic stuff there. We'll open up the crate. Got some Omni Gel, and then what is this other one?
That door,
Easy decryption.
Security locks engaged.
Okay, so some locked objects require decryption or electronics to access. If any squad member has the required talent, you will be able to unlock the object by using the decryption or electronics interface or by spending Omnigel. Okay, so advance to the central core, and then left and right click forwards and backwards, avoid security programs. Okay, so let us begin manual override. There we go, nice and simple. And let's open.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you, I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Alright, and then let's just quickly check in on the beacon as well.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Alright, clearly not feeling too good there. Mind you, I probably can't blame him. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we can find. Hopefully we can rendezvous with Nihilus soon.
Saren.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Okay, maybe things don't go quite to plan. Alright,
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
well, that is a sight to behold, alright. I will say, they have done a fantastic job of upgrading the graphics. Alright, oh, looks like we got more Geth. Let's go ahead and deal with them. Let's throw... Oh, that was not the grenade button. Actually, you know what? We have a shield boost now, and we should probably use it. Let's also go ahead and aim at you and say, let's go... Overclock? No, sabotage. Sabotage will do. Ash, let's also go ahead and get you to use your overkill. There we go. And then I'll deal with these guys. Deal with a few husks. Looks like we've got Actually, can we throw you away from us? We don't want your static charge going away, and then we will go ahead and use overkill. There we are. Let's go ahead and take some cover, let our shields regen. There we go. Alright, much better positioning. Alright, let's heal up. Probably should have done that earlier, but you know what? It's fine. And then... let's have a look. Yeah, easy decryption. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this manual override. There we have it.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Yeah.
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Alright, let's see if they know where the beacon is.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Alright, so I guess that is one of the perks of having some very good either Paragon or Renegade. That is very nice. We'll see if there's anything inside after all. They might be hiding something. Yep, another storage locker. Let's go ahead and decrypt a little bit more. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Hang on a second. Let's... There we have it. Alright. Pistol and a sniper rifle. We will take all. And I think that probably means we should go ahead and equip our squad a bit better. Or at least ourselves. So what have we got here? We have an Avenger over the Lancer. It does extra damage. It's about the same for heatsink capacity, but its accuracy is trash. Honestly, I like accuracy, so I think we'll ignore that for now. And then what else have we got? We have a shotgun, a couple of improvements. Yeah, a little bit of a trade there. So what is this? I think this might be the best thing. Look at that. Extra damage, more shots. Accuracy is fairly comparable. Go ahead and swap that over. And then pistol-wise, yeah, more accuracy is a good plan. And then sniper rifles, what else have we got? The accuracy is fairly nominal, but it's for very minimal extra damage. But we have 2 shots before overheating, so I think we'll stick with what we've got. And that should probably do. Although, there we go. Let's go ahead and upgrade our armor there. Alright, Caden, do you need anything? I think we have a new pistol. You know what? Accuracy is fairly different. Heatsink capacity isn't amazing. You know what? I think we'll still elect to ignore. And then Ashley, who is a soldier. Let's give her our old rifle. No? Maybe we do? It's less accurate, but she's got some nice bonuses for that, and then the damage could be useful. You know what? We'll go ahead and swap that. Alright, that seems like a good enough choice. Alright, let's go ahead and quickly zip down here and see what's going on. We've got a few containment cells. Yeah, oh, and there's
Commander,
Nihilus.
It's Nihilus.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Oh, and it looks like we have a thing about Cole having mentioned him. Yeah, let's go ahead and investigate further. Also, too, before I forget, all of the options on the right-hand side, they're normally how you quickly end a conversation, whereas anything on the left-hand side is typically for extending the conversation, and up is for good and down is for bad, or your Paragon and Renegade. But either way, not always the case when you're investigating further.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch! We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Alright, so we got a nice grenade explosive, upgrade, sorry, high explosive, very nice, let's take that. And then, you know what? Is there anything else further behind here? Yeah, there is a quick upgrade kit. Let's go ahead and quickly grab the stuff there. Hammerhead rounds and fusion explosive, we will take those. But it looks like the Geth are kind of ruining our day. So let's go ahead and say goodbye to them. Let's hit them as they pop out of cover. I keep on, yeah, still getting slightly used to the controls. Yeah, I'm very used to shift for running instead of a spacebar, so it's a little bit off from what I'm used to. But either way, I'm sure we will adjust fairly swiftly. All right, let's go ahead and see what we've got. Let's use your overload there. That should be on that target. Yep. Let's go overkill and overkill here as well. Oops. Let's aim for the big boy. Come on. Okay, let's go ahead and sabotage. And then, does anyone else need shields? Ash does. Let's go ahead and give that to her. And, whoop. Alright, took him out. Nothing too serious. Alright, let's go ahead and race up a little bit. You know, let's try some other weapons. Let's switch over to a sniper rifle. That might be a handy thing. What have we got? You know what? That ain't too shabby. That is not too bad at all. Where is he? Oh, wait a second. Let's swap back for a second. They're still shooting at somebody, I'm sure. Whereabouts? Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, and you know what? How nice. They're even just sticking up over the top there. Can we manage? No, okay. They're slightly out of range. That's okay. We'll pick up the medical kit. Move a little bit further forwards. I will say one nice thing about this is that they have tweaked the shooting over here. In the original game, if you had a sniper rifle, you had an almighty difficult time trying to shoot things. Your cursor would always be swaying along these lines as the accuracy was improved. I'm not entirely sad that that has changed. Alright, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and try a shotgun. Let's get up close and personal. Alright, here we go. Point blank range. Yep. Shotguns do pretty good. Shotguns do very good. Alright, let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's go back to the assault rifle just to make sure that we're prepared for whatever's on the other side.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Alright, well, it seems like some bad stuff's happening.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Alright, let's quickly make sure that we don't get blown up. So let's quickly run up and find some cover. Yeah, and you know what? There's even another one of those bombs just off to the left. Quickly deal with these guys. Again, we can't defuse a bomb if we're dead now, can we? Alright, let's quickly work on that. Let's see, and there's one further down there on our mini-map, so let's just quickly get into cover. Oh, there it is, right beside us. Whoop. And that destroyed our shields. Let's go ahead and have our friends help out. Let's boost our shields. Then, come on. looks like they're mostly down. Let's quickly... Ooh, we got tagged by the sniper. That's not ideal. Let's quickly finish disarming this and heal on up. And then that does boost our shields as well. So we'll go ahead and let's quickly race up. Oop. Yeah, there we are. No more sniping for you. And then let's quickly go ahead and deal with him. Alright, I think that means this is the final charge. Excellent. It's a good thing they were going to be blown up in unison, so we knew the amount of time we had. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly race on forwards. We've got some extra weapons and all we'll go ahead and take. I think for now we're happy with what we've got. It does look like there's more husks. Yeah, let's go ahead and quickly deal with everybody. Oh. Deal with him. And then... Oh, got another one. Probably should find some cover. Now let's keep the enemies on the other side. Alright, doesn't look like the husks are entirely too bright, but that's okay. I'm okay with this. Alright, let's just quickly check to see that there's no other surprises. Anything of note down here? We do have a technician's kit. So that would give us extra cryo explosive upgrades for our grenades and stimulant packs for armor. That could be handy. And then I think, let's see, we could heal up Caden. Yeah, we probably should, just in case we pick up any more Medigel. We'll go ahead and we will... Oh, we've got easy decryption. Let's go ahead and override. Let's go... Oh. We'll take all of those, and then anything else up here? That looks like a dead end. Alright, oh, but there is another locker over there, so let's go ahead and quickly check that out. That should be more or less everything. Alright. No, we need a little bit more stamina though. We are quite easily fatigued, it seems. Alright, here we go. Another override. Let's go... Oop, there we are, just in front. Anti-personnel rounds, as well as an extra heatsink for our weapons. That seems rather nice. But I think we'll upgrade that later. Let's just see what's going on, because it looks like the beacon's still here.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch. It's too...
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright, well, that is a lot to process, but I think that is a very good spot to finish this this first episode of Mass Effect 1. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.